Hello guys and welcome back to Gemini Gamer. So as I promised, this episode, not really an episode, just another video, I promised that I was gonna do my opinion on Black Ice, the mod. If you don't know what Black Ice is, it's basically a mod that adds a bunch of stuff into Hearts of Iron 4, rebalances everything, and basically even does some tweaking to the AI and stuff like that. And you know, it basically just makes it feel like a new game, a more balanced, kind of more realistic in terms of equipment. You have to build more equipment, which is kind of annoying if you ask me. The truth, I've been playing for a while, and I was actually planning on doing a whole other series at some point in the future, once I found a way to actually defeat the Soviet Union. But I have come to the conclusion, as you can see, this is another game. This is not the same game. This is like 4 other games. I've been playing this stupid game with this mod on for the past, I don't know how long, but it's been a while. And I haven't been able to defeat the Soviets any single time. This is also a reason why I haven't been able to upload any videos as consistently in the past couple of days, because I've been trying my best to find a way to defeat these guys in some way. But have come to the conclusion that it's not possible. At least not the way I'm playing. But anyway, overall, I'm gonna get into the opinion right now. Overall, should you try this mod? Yes, you should. You should try it. If you haven't played it, you should play it. It's pretty good. At first, it's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of, crazy. It's overwhelming. It actually is a lot, and actually we're getting our ass kicked here. And I think about it, we lost the port there, so I'm gonna have to send a couple of divisions from the front back over there, which guys already did that at some point because I actually got wrecked at some point again too. So yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty grindy. At least here in the part, at the start. But you get to the point where you get through the learning curve and you realize all the crap, all the equipment is kind of pretty straightforward at that point once you realize what you're doing. And once you do that, you're able to basically learn the game and relearn it, and you actually have fun for a couple years in the game. If you're playing as Germany, you actually have some fun. You actually are able to conquer countries without really grinding too much, and you're able to have a good situation where you're able to win. But overall, you get to the point where you have to declare war on the Soviet Union, either because they declare war on you or you declare war on them. And then you start the general push, right? You start the general blitzkrieg into Russia, Operation Barbarossa and all that stuff. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work no matter what I do. No matter what I do. I even tried opening another front up here in the north. I navally invaded with 40 divisions. And every time I push out, it doesn't matter which way I push out this way or this way, I get pushed back, because the Soviets have right now over 1,000, at least, probably around 800, but they could have over 1,000 divisions, and there really isn't any real way for me to defeat that. You would say, okay, well then just build more divisions, right? Match them, right? Match their division output, and I would tell you that you're dumb, because if you keep increasing the amount of divisions you're invading with, the supply will become an issue, as it is right now. Alright? So yes, it is an issue. It is an issue. It is an issue. And if I keep adding more and more divisions, like initially I had this army here stationed all across the front to cover the areas where as my other armies attack. But it wasn't working. Every time I did anything like that, I had some more and more supply issues the further I got. And then my divisions, every time they advanced, they took the province. Like, let's say they managed to take here. I'm not gonna attack because it's useless. If I attack right now, there's nothing's gonna happen. All they're gonna do is there's just gonna be a red little bubble, as you can see. No matter what I do, I can attack across the whole front and nothing will change. It'll be red across the whole thing. Up here we had some success, but we immediately get pushed back. And there's nothing really we can do to change that. It's just the way it is. And yeah, we took a major city, but I mean that's pretty much it. Any other way, I was thinking of navally invading here, and then try to surround some divisions with the attack, but they have so many divisions, it's probably not gonna work. I'm tempted to try it, but it's not gonna work, which is why I decided I'm not gonna make a new series until something gets done about this situation, because it's ridiculous that, you know, eventually if I attacked, or you know, whatever happens, I attack, eventually I would run out of manpower, and they would push me back, and eventually they would attack, and I'm pretty sure they're not gonna be able to take me out. I'm pretty sure I have enough divisions to hold the attack, especially when they're entrenched like this. The boosts you get by entrenching yourself are ridiculous in this game, in this mod. So, and the boosts that the Soviets get in this mod is also ridiculous, as you can see. The Great Patriotic War, okay, I get it, but why is it so massive, okay? And then you get this other thing at some point during the game where it says a winter offensive, and it multiplies their defensives by like 1,000 or something like that. It's ridiculous. Or their attacks, sorry. And that just, you know, it's ridiculous. And even if this wasn't a very successful game, because I didn't even manage to, I'll admit I didn't surround any real large groups of divisions. But you know, that shouldn't really be a big deal, right? Because I didn't do it. I should be able to push in, but they have so many divisions stacked on the front that is ridiculous. And the real thing that kills me, that kills you in the game when you're invading the Soviet Union, is that they for some reason don't receive a massive amount of attrition, even though they have so many divisions stacked in one spot. They receive such a little amount, and I don't know why. Their infrastructure is low, the same low that it is over here. It's just low over there. As you can see here, 4, 5, 4. It's even lower in Bessarabia, and they're still getting less attrition than what I'm getting for having less divisions in different provinces. So that's really what kills me. But you know, overall though, I'm not clicking through all the equipment. Okay, I'm gonna click a little bit because. So as you can see, a bunch of equipment is added and so like pretty cool stuff though. If you get into it and you can find a way to defeat the Soviet Union, then you're a pro. Trust me. Maybe I should have researched some of this stuff too. I might have helped out a little bit, but in reality, it wasn't gonna make much of a difference. I researched all of this stupid artillery and tanks. I actually streamlined my tanks and just researched the Panzer IVs. I mean, honestly, what else could I've done in that situation? I can't really think of anything else I could have done. Maybe increasing the breakthrough to a massive 37. I don't know. Like the Panther F was probably the best I could have probably built at this point. But it requires so many resources, and I do have them, but it's just so much time consuming, and you can't really refit your army when you're in a war like this. I even increased the size of my divisions to a massive, absolutely massive size, and it's still not enough. It doesn't matter what you do or how you do it, it's still not enough. I even freaking created radar to see what the hell they were doing, and I still can't see what the hell they're doing. I don't know if that's part of the game. Of the game, normal game, or part of the mod, but I can't tell how many divisions. Only when the game starts when I can actually tell what they're doing. But yeah, so yeah, it was fun the first two or three times that I did this, and then it started to get a little bit ridiculous. It really did. Every time I attack, they just push me back, and there's nothing really I can do. No matter what I do, I could create more tank divisions. I could attack earlier. I could attack later. This was the later. You know, me attacking at, you know, basically at the point where I started the war in 1943. It might have been a little bit too late, but you know, they haven't really pushed me back, and they should, because I mean, honestly, they should attack. So as you can see, normally the AI would have been grinding itself on my lines here, and maybe I don't have enough divisions to actually hold. I probably don't, now that I think about it, but you know, it's bad. But you know, initially, when you play as Germany, you invade Poland, everything goes really well. Then you invade Belgium, and I mean, the Netherlands and Belgium, and then you invade France, and everything goes well. I even invaded Hungary because they actually declared war on Romania, so I had to do that, cleaned up that bit a little bit there, so had no choice but to do that at that point. And then I launched the Soviet the invasion of the Soviet Union, everything went stalled out like it did here. No matter what I do, everything stalls out. I have air superiority, but it just doesn't matter what I do. Everything stalls out. Navally, I have a massive navy. I mean, not really compared to the British Navy. I think they have 300 ships or more. 400 ships at this point. But I have a couple aircraft carriers. They're not that bad. I mean, they could be worse. But, you know, overall, if you haven't tried it, you should try it. You should learn it. It's fun. You have fun. But it gets to the point where it starts to be a little bit predictable and boring, actually, because no matter what you do, the Soviet Union has so many divisions, and you can surround them. You can try to surround a couple, but every time you take a province, if I do manage to take a province, like let's say here, tanks go in, they get pushed out, then the infantry goes in, they get pushed out, and it's bad. It's just not very well balanced, I think. Especially how the Soviet Union has the ability to create thousands and thousands of divisions, and they don't get any sort of attrition at all. They do not get any sort of attrition. And I would confirm this. I would try to switch over, but I'm playing in Iron Man mode because I was really trying to find a way to defeat them. And then Japan declares war on them, but they can't really do much. I mean, let's be honest, they can't really do much. I mean, yeah, they take a couple provinces here and there, but they're dealing with their own little issues, getting invaded by the UK. It's not the best. It's not the best, but it's good. It's good. If you haven't tried it, you should try it. It's fun. It's fun for a couple bits of time, I guess you could say. But it gets a little predictable and boring, and you have the same thing. So I guess maybe you're not supposed to defeat the Soviet Union without finding a major breaking thing. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I don't like doing that. I don't like doing major breaking game mechanics because that just makes the game boring. It really does make the game boring. And it's weird. But you know what? The mod does something that would seem like a miracle, right? The only thing that it does do is it makes Italy competent. Okay, not too competent, but realistically competent, where they don't lose their colonies. Well, at least not Northern Africa here. They don't lose it to the point where I don't even have the ability to do a focus that lets me deploy the so there you go. I think it's gonna be the start of the end for me, honestly. But anyway, it doesn't even deploy the Africa Corps, and you know that would be fun, having a little Panzer division down here and moving across this area here. But yeah, it's you know, late game, it's dumb, too much equipment. You know, you can basically like how do you say, you could basically look at all this. You could basically combine a couple the fighters into one of them. I mean, I understand getting multiple fighters, but really, is this come on? And these are all they're all just German designs. You know, they're mostly German designs. So what can I really do? What can I really do at this point? Maybe I'm making a horrible mistake. If you're already a pro at Black Ice, maybe you know a way I could defeat the Soviet Union. I was thinking about invading Bulgaria and then using this port as a station ground to invade Sevast Crimea here, and then with another army push out, try to, you know, thin out the amount of divisions they have here. But it's not going to be enough because clearly up here it didn't go too well. I mean, look, they're actually even letting me push in, but I'm not going to because every time I push in, you get pushed out. So not the best. It really isn't, but it is fun. It is fun. I'm probably sounding really negative, but it is fun. You have fun. You can play, and you will have fun once you get the hang of it. If you're playing as Germany, I think probably the most fun you'll have is playing as the Soviet Union because you end up with 1,000 divisions at least by 1945. So yeah, that's pretty much it, honestly, in my opinion. But you know, I'm not hating on it. It's a mod, and it does do what it says. It makes the game a little more realistic, but it lacks that strategy. Like for the Soviet Union, they have, you know, they can just put their divisions in a line, not really caring about supply because for some reason they don't get the attrition that they should be getting for having this many divisions in one stack. I don't know, but you know, I mean honestly, look here. I have 18 divisions here. They probably have the same amount here, or at least close to that on this side. They're not getting any attrition at all, and I can see that. I think actually, see, no attrition at all. No attrition. Or maybe they are. No attrition. I could see if they were getting attrition. But yeah, it just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. If you haven't tried it, you can try it. I recommend it. And maybe you're better at the game than I am, and you might be able to actually defeat them. I don't know. You might be able to. But yeah, as you can see, I'm starting to get naval invaded by the US and stuff like that. It's starting to go south. So it's time, and I've been playing too long. I've been trying really hard for you guys. But yeah. I failed. I failed and multiple times too, and I failed multiple times, so I can't really do much else other than that at this point. So, guys, well, actually, I need to talk about a couple things regarding the channel, how the channel's been going. So, I want to thank you guys for letting us reach 120 subscribers. We basically increased our subscriber count by basically 20% in 1 month. And it took us over 3 years to get 100 subscribers, and we did 20% of that in 1 month. So that shows that the channel is growing, and it gets me excited to continue. Maybe if we get lucky and we actually get a little growth spurt, at some point we might be able to reach 500 subscribers before the end of the year. I don't know. That would be cool. 500 would be cool. But I don't know. We'll see. And regarding Kerbal, I'm going to try to get back into Kerbal soon, but the news show will be moved to another day. I do not know where that day will be because it doesn't really make sense for me to do it on Wednesdays anymore. It used to be my least busy day, but now it is the busiest day, so I have to move it. I'll probably just move it to Saturday from now on because that is the day that the dev news come out, so I will do that. And also a little bit of Hearts of Iron 4 news. The Waking the Tiger DLC will come out in March 9th. So now you know that. That's pretty much it, I think. So once that comes out, I'll probably be doing some other stuff. But for now, I think I'm just gonna go back to normal Hearts of Iron 4, try out some other mods, maybe something with Turkey down here. I want to play as Turkey, rebuild the Ottoman Empire or something. You know, take a couple pieces of territory here, invade Iraq and stuff like that. Something cool, something cool. But for now, this is probably going to be the end of the Black Ice part of this. For me, for a while, until things get a little bit more balanced and the Soviets don't build 1,000 divisions and stack them against my 161 divisions. You know, it's ridiculous. It really is. But still, if you haven't tried it, you should try it. I like it. I love it. It's fun. But at this point, I can't really beat it. So maybe you guys can. Maybe you're good. And who you're not, maybe everyone's having the same issues. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for now. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share if you enjoyed this video. And I'll see y'all in the next episode or video, whatever it is. Alright? So, goodbye.